Hi everyone, it's Steffi here from effiancards.blogspot.co.uk. Thank you for coming back to my channel today. Today's project I'm going to show you how to do is this beautiful little box, and it's got an acetate front here, and inside it holds some cosy socks that I picked up from my local pen shop. I'll just lift this ribbon up a little bit so you can see. I've created a little band to hold the socks, as well as an acetate front for the box, and just tied with some ribbon. This is just my prototype, so it's not perfect, so we're going to make this today but in different colorways. So I'll just pop this to one side, and the socks we've got today are these ones, again out of my local pen shop, and they're just grey and white with some reindeers on. We'll just roll these up in some sort of fashion. We'll just pop them to one side. Now we'll do the wrap first, and for the wrap, on the other one I used paper, but on this one, because I've used the Merry Music DSP, this is a bit thinner than our normal DSP. So I've cut some gold foil card, and that measures 11 inches by 2.5. Then on the short side you want to score it at half an inch on one side, so you've just got that little bit there. The DSP on the top measures 10 7/8 by 1 7/8, and it's just enough to leave that little hint of a border. What else I've done before I go and fold and burnish this is on the bottom you can see I've got some little marks. I just used my grid paper and I've just marked it at half an inch because we'll need to cut up them in a moment. So what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and fold and burnish that, and then if we turn it over, get your paper snips. Make sure they're clean first, and we're just going to, on that line, we're just going to cut up to that score line. Just do that going all the way along. I'll just pause the video and I'll come back once it's done. Right, I've done all that and I've cut along, just creating these little flaps, and at one end I've just cut that flap off completely. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to roll this round. You could use your bone folder to curve it a bit, just to help it go around a bit better. And then we just want to lay that over about here, so that is how it'll form our shape. I hope the shapes I've cut are big enough. I have to go over a little bit more. So what we're going to do is we're just going to pop some fast fuse down here. Oh, don't forget to flick. You just want to line that up. It's all nice and flush. Just like that, and then press that down. And then what's going to happen is we're going to fold all of these in like that. And then what I've done is I've went ahead and I've pre-cut 2 of these out of my gold foil, and I've used our Layer and Circles framelits, and I've used this die here, the largest straight edge circle. So just cut 2 of those out and bring in your tombow. Once I find it, where have I put my tombow? Here, it's here. So what we want to do is we want to glue this onto here, keeping that circular shape. So what I'll do is I'll just put a little bit round here. Once my glue wants to come out, there it is. Tell you what we'll do, we'll use fast fuse instead. Just for quickness. Hopefully this should work just as well. then you just want to keep that in your circular motion, press all these little flaps down, and then just, it's meant to be cockeyed, but it'll be okay. It's because of the fast fuse. So we'll just turn that over and we'll just push that down. And again, what we'll do is we'll just come in with the second one. I'm just going to put it all over because this one is easy to put down. And then we will just place that in the middle, like so, and keep that bit our seam to the back. Bring back in our socks. I have to roll them up again because they all went a bit squiffy, and I like to have the pattern at the front. So if you just pop them in, sorry I'm taking you off camera now. And there is our socks ready to put inside of our box. So we'll pop them to one side and we'll start by assembling the box. The card I'm using today is our basic black, and this needs to measure 11 1/4 by 10 1/2, and then all four sides you want to score it at 3 1/2 inches. Okay, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll fold and burnish these score lines. So you will need a piece of 12 by 12 card for this box. Okay, so that's all of our score lines done. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to decorate this before I actually put the box together. And for purposes of time, I've already went ahead and I've pre-done these. So for the top and the bottom here, because I'm decorating the bottom as well, just so it's nice all the way around, I've used gold foil card, and that needs to measure 4 1/8 by 3 3/8, and the DSP needs to measure 4 by 3 1/4, sorry. That's for them two here. Then we've got 3 panels here that go like that, and the gold card on this measures, oh sorry, I've given you the wrong measurements. These ones measure 4 1/8 by 3 3/8, and the DSP measures 4 by 3 1/4, and on the smaller ones the gold card measures 3 3/8 by 3 3/8, and the DSP measures 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to attach these and I'll come back once it's done. Right, so all of that's done now, and all of our DSP panels have been put on. So now it's time to cut and do our box. So I'm using my long scissors, and what you want to do is you want to turn it over. You want to cut up this score line here. I'm just going to take a very, very slight wedge out of one side, and then I'm going to turn it round, and we're going to do exactly the same. It's going to give it almost like a windmill effect. And just take a very small sliver out of here, turn it round, and just keep on going until you've done them all. And the last one. To keep hold of it. Just move the rubbish to one side. So then that will look like that. I'm just going to double check. I'm going to take a little sliver off the other side that we didn't miter in as well, just a very, very, very faint little bit. Once my scissors get to work, just to give it that much of a neater finish when we fold it all up. So, we're on the last one. Like that. Just move the rubbish. Make sure that these are going to sit nicely. They're not going to... Another thing we're going to have to do is off each one, take maybe an 1/8 of an inch off, just so it doesn't rest on that score line, because that might hinder. So just maybe about an 1/8, just a little bit. You could take off more if you want to, but I'm just taking that off. So now what we need to do is we're going to put some fast fuse on all of these 4 tabs. Okay. I love these boxes once they're done. You know, just because you're giving socks as a staple for Christmas, isn't it? But you know, it doesn't mean they have to look really boring. Right, so fold them over so they don't stick down to my grid paper. And then you just want to fold them up. Oh, that was lucky. So you just want to line these up as you would make in any other box. Just line that up like that, and then press it down. And then just keep on going round and attaching them all. Nice flush corners there. And again, slip before it's ready. If you use Tombow, it does give you that little bit more wiggle room. I'm just trying to get it done. Try not to make it as long for you. So then what I do is I just go in with my bone folder and make sure that's all ready. And that is our box. And I'm really happy with how it's looking so far. And what else I decided to do, I didn't do on the other one. I've cut another 2 of these pieces that we cut on the top. So these 2 are 4 by 3 1/4, and then do another 3 of these ones, and these ones were the ones that were 4 1/8 by 3 3/8. And I'm gonna line the box. I think I'll use Tombow for this, so we'll just go ahead and we'll quickly put them in. You can see that just looks lovely. I'm going to pop the rest of them in. I'm going to pause the video while I do that, and then I'll be right back. Right, I'm back, and there we go. It's got that lovely gold foil. It just feels so decadent, and I just love it. I think it just adds that little bit extra to the box. Then for the moment of truth, I'm going to see if this, yeah, that fits in lovely, and that's how that's going to sit. Okay, so we're not far off finished now. We'll just pop that to one side, and we're going to actually do the lid. The lid just sits inside, so it isn't actually going to be made up. So this piece of acetate, and it's really hard to see, this measures 6.5 by 7 1/4, and you want to go around and score in 1.5 inches on all 4 sides. It's covered in cat hair. Now what I've found easiest is if I go and I fold my score lines. You can just, I don't think you can see them actually. If you fold on the score lines first, it makes it easier when you come to cutting the bits away that you don't need. This isn't going very straight. Just I think that's about it there. Yeah. And then again, just find them score lines and just pinch them together. Try not to deviate from them. Alright, I think that's okay. Sorry if I keep on taking you out of shot here, I'm just trying to get everything folded nicely. My fingerprints is getting all over. Right there. This is the last side now. Right, so now I don't know if you can, how much of this you can actually see. We've got a square in each corner, and what you want to do is you want to take them squares away here. Like I said, I found it easier doing it after I'd folded it because it was easier to see than what it was without. I won't cut that one very straight, just tidy that one up a little bit. There we go, and just keep doing that all the way around. Just be a bit careful when you're doing this part, so it's so easy to slip. Try turning around that way, see if that makes it a bit easier. I really hope you can see. I know it's going to be really hard for you. I'm doing my best to try and show you. I've just got this last one now. Right, so that's that took out. Let's see if I can buff this up a little bit, get me fingerprints off it. Not really, so I'll just go ahead and I'll just push them in a little bit again. This is ready to put on our box. One bit I'm forgetting to do, I've just realised, is to do some finger holes. So I'm just going to, this bit will be easiest to be done before you stick the box together. I'm just going to take my hole punch, try and centre it, and just do a little bit, and just wow, that took some doing, just because it's going through 3 layers. And then just do the same on the opposite side. No. Looks okay to me. And again, oh, I didn't notice myself do that before. Next time. Excuse me. Right. What I've found is easiest to do is I get my acetate cover and I just sit it like that, so this part of my socks that I want to see is at the front. And then what I do is I just pop that in like that and just push the 4 corners in, and there we go. Our socks with our acetate from box, and we've got them little finger holes here, so it's easy to get out. So now it's just for a little bit of decoration. I've got our black shimmer ribbon. This is 3/8 of an inch. I'm going to tie this round the side. Just cut the length off. I shouldn't need all that. It's really dark and dingy here. It's awful. It's been raining all day. Right, so just make sure ribbon's not twisted. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie it in a knot, because this can effectively be a belly band. It can slip on and off rather than having to be untied all the time. I just find I get a neater bow when I do it like that. And then let's see how well my bow works. Not too bad. Just lift that up a little bit. Just make it a little bit, a bit smaller. And then just trim the ends. Oops. And there's a lovely little bow going round, and I just think that looks so pretty. I really do like that going round there. Then what I'm going to do is I've decided to decorate the top, and for that I'm going to use our gold snowflakes. I've never tried this yet, so I'm hoping it works out okay. I've took one and I've just cut it like that, and I'm going to glue it just over slightly, because I'm going to try and attempt to make a flower to sit on the top. So I'm just going to get some Tombow. Actually, just put a little bit of fuse on, I think, and then see if that works. I just need to flatten this bit a little bit. Just down with my pokey tool. I'm going to put a little bit of fast fuse on the top of my box. Pop that the right way, and I'm just going to pop that in like that. I think that looks quite okay. Then what we're going to do, we're going to layer it up again. So I'm going to cut down the middle again, but then I'm going to take one of the sections off. So I'm just going to cut down here. I'm going to take that bit off, and then again, a bit off around there. Just going to go around like that, and then put that on the top as well. So I'll put a little bit more fast fuse on. Oh, help if I flick. Getting fast fuse all over. And putting a little bit on here. Don't think it's going to have to stick with me glue. Take my glue stick on. And then we're just going to put that a little bit at the back. And just keep that down a second till it, use my pokey tool to put that on there, and hopefully that's going to stick. It doesn't look like it though, does it? I think I need some of my fast fuse working. 1 second. There we go, I think this is working now. Got fast fuse all over me. Stick that on here like that. Give it a couple of minutes to dry. I'm going to come in with one of these gold faceted gems. Just use my pokey tool. I'm just going to pop one right in the middle there. My bow's a bit slack as well, but I can sort that out off camera. So there we go. That is my Christmas gift, Christmas socks in a gift box with an acetate front and a lovely foil flower on the top. I hope you like what you've seen, and sorry for the rambling. Thanks for watching. Bye.